Hello friends, I am Sampurnanand Rakecha. Today we are going to take up scene 4 of Act 2 of Shakespeare's play The Twelfth Night. Enter Duke, Voila, Curio and others. You just remember that it is Duke Orsino and Voila is disguised as a man called Cesario and Curio is the attendant on Duke Orsino. We also know that the Duke is in love with Olivia and so he is lovesick. Duke's speech. Give me some music. Now good morrow friends, now good Cesario, but that piece of song, that old and antique song we heard last night, methought it did relieve my passion much more than light airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy placed times. Come, but one verse. The Duke may have heard the song of the clown named Feste, and so he is asking his friends because he is lovelorn, and so the song that he heard yesternight, now that song relieved much from the suffering which he is undergoing because of his jilted love with Olivia. And so he says, give me some music. Now good morning friends, and now good Cesario. But that piece of song, that old and antique song, antique is old fashioned, song we heard last night, the Duke heard last night, more than light airs. We know that the breeze soothes our body, and even recollected terms means the studied expressions which we get in the books, they also give us some soothing, but this song gave a good relief to the Duke, and so and that is more sober, that relief is sober. So he says, okay, give me only one verse of that song, if not the complete song. Curio, he is not here, so please your lordship that should sing it, means the singer is not here. Duke inquires, who was it? Curio, Feste, the jester Milan, fool that the lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He is about the house. About means near the house. Duke, seek him out and play the tune the while. So find him out. So Curio goes out to find out the fool while the Duke continues his speech. Come hither, boy, if ever thou shalt love. The Duke is addressing naturally Voila, who is disguised as a man called Cesario. If ever you love, in sweet pangs of it remember me, for such as I am all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else. Means he says, if ever you love, then love like this. I mean, you are changeable. Unstayed means changeable. Skittish also means changeable in all actions, motions. Else, save means except in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. Means you can change everything, but not the image of the person you love. Means you should be steadfast in your love. You should be constant in your love. How dost thou like this tune, Voila? It gives a very echo to this seat where love is throned. So Voila says this song touches that place where love is in the body. Duke, thou dost speak masterly, my life upon it. Young though thou art, thine eyes hath said upon some favour that it loves, hath it not, boy? So the Duke is praising that Cesario has picked up everything masterly, he speaks masterly and all that. Voila, a little by your favour. So Voila says that she has learnt by the favour of the Duke and nothing else. Duke, what kind of woman is it? Now they are talking about naturally Olivia. Voila, of your complexion. So Voila says her complexion, the skin color is same as yours. Duke, she is not worth thee then. What years in faith? The Duke says, okay, that woman means Olivia is not worth you because maybe Voila is fairer. Yes, means what years means how old is she? Voila, about your years, Millard, means Olivia may be as old as the Duke. The Duke, too old by heaven. The Duke says that Olivia is too old for Cesario. Let still the woman take an elder than herself, so wears she to him, she so sways the level in her husband's heart. For boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, more wavering, sooner lost and worn than women's are. In this speech, the Duke says that the women's love is constant, more constant, whereas the love of man is wavering, changing, and that is not firm, that is moving. So, Olivia is older and therefore she should take an older person as her husband. Voila. I think it well, Millard. Means the Voila says that she agrees with what the Duke has said. Then, let thy love be younger than thyself. So the Duke advises Voila to choose a partner who is younger than herself, or thy affection cannot hold the bent. Because if you marry an older woman, you can't have affection for her, because for a younger person you can have more affection. For women are roses, women are as roses, whose fair flower being once displayed doth fall that very hour. Now here the Duke says that women are roses, they are beautiful, but just as rose blooms and then it withers after some time, so that happens to the women being once displayed doth fall that very hour, means that flower does not have a long life, so it withers away. Voila. Voila. And so they are, alas, that they are so to die, even when they to perfection grow. And Voila agrees with this comment and she says yes. And by the time these women attain perfection, they reach their death. So this is something unhappy about women. Re-enter Curio with clown. Duke, oh fellow, come. The song we had last night, mark it, Cesario. It is old and plain. The spinsters and the knitters in the sun, and the free maids that weave their thread with bows, do use to chant it. It is silly sooth and dallies with the innocence of our love, like the old age. The Duke invites the clown, whose name is Feste, yes, and he says, okay, the song that he heard last night, so he addresses Cesario and says it is old song, simple song, and the old women and the spinsters mean the women who spin the cotton into thread, and the knitters means people who knit the clothes in the sun, and the free maids means the light-hearted women who weave their thread with bones. So they make some magical incantations, they chant it. So for that purposes also they use this song. It is simple truth. And Delhi's means mixes with innocence of love, like the old age, because the golden age that has gone when such songs were heard by people, but nowadays they are not heard. So he appreciates the song. And the clown, are you ready, sir? Duke, I. Prithee means I request you, sing. Clown, come away, death, and in sad cypress let me be laid. Fly away, breath, I am slain by a fair cruel maid. My shroud of white stuck all with you. Oh, prepare it, my part of the death. No one so true did share it. Not a flower sweet, on my black coffin let there be strewn. Not a friend greet my poor corpse, where my bones shall be thrown. A thousand sighs to save. Lay me, oh, where said true lover never find any grave to weep there. So this song asks the beloved, the person whom they love, so come away means come here, death. So that person is inviting death, because the sad cypress means the coffin is already laid, means it is ready, and so he is inviting death and asking breath to fly away, means that is again death, that this person is demanding death. Why? I am slain means killed by a fair cruel maid. So I have been killed by a fair cruel maid, because I have been jilted in love, so I have no interest in life, so I am inviting death. I am asking my breath to go away. My shroud of white, shroud is again a piece of cloth covering the dead body, stuck with all with yew berries are the poisonous plants, poisonous tree. Oh, prepare it. So he says, my shroud must be prepared, because I want to die. My part of death, no one so true did share it. And says, nobody wants to share the feelings of my love, so I want to die. Not a flower sweet, on my black coffin let there be strewn. Strewn means spread or scatter. Please don't throw any flower on my coffin. Not a friend, and no friend should greet me, because my corpse, my dead body is a friendless and therefore poor dead body. And where my bones shall be thrown, lay me. So lay me wherever you can. Oh, where sad true lover never find my grave. And so put me in a grave where no true lovers can discover my grave, to weep there, to commemorate, so that I should not give unhappiness to other people. The Duke's speech. There is for thy pains. So the Duke tries to pay some money to the clown, but clown says, no pains, sir. Means I have not taken pains, so why should I take money for pains? I take pleasure in singing, sir. So you see, the Duke, I will pay thy pleasure then. Then he says, okay, now because you have taken pleasure in the song, so please take this money. Clown, truly, sir, and pleasure will be paid. Now look, this clown is very philosophic in all the plays of Shakespeare, and he gives this philosophy of life that okay, if you take pleasure in life, then you have to be paid. Means there is suffering for pleasure one time or another. So if you take pleasure, then you will have to suffer at another time. Duke, give me now leave to leave thee. So the Duke asks permission from the clown. The Duke wants to go. Now the melancholy god, the clown's speech now. Clown says, now the melancholy god protect thee. The unhappy god should, maybe Saturn, should help you. The Duke is blessing, the clown is blessing the Duke, and the tailor made the doublet changeable taffeta, for thy mind is very opal, and you must wear clothes which should not disclose your heart, because you are very clear. I would have men of such constancy put to sea, because you are such a determined person that okay, you should go for voyages, long journeys on with ships, that their business might be everything and their intent everywhere. So they discover the whole world, and so their constancy, their determination does not fail. For that is always for that is it that always makes a good voyage of nothing, because determination gives you something. So farewell, Duke. Let all the rest give place. Means all other people should go away. Once more, Cesario. So the Duke speaks to Cesario. Get thee to yon some sovereign cruelty. Sovereign cruelty. Here, sovereign is the queen, and cruelty definitely for this is reference to Olivia. The Duke is burning in his desire for love of Olivia, and naturally so he is asking Cesario to go once again to Olivia. Tell her my love more noble than the world prizes not quantity of dirty lands. The Duke asks Olivia to say her that his love does not want any possession on land, or he does not want to spread his kingdom, or he does not want to get any money or any land from Olivia. That parts, the parts that fortune means good luck, has bestowed upon her. So I am not interested in the property or the kingdom of Olivia. Tell her I hold as giddily as fortune. So I don't care for fortune, good luck, I mean property, carelessly. I am very giddily means very careless about that. But it is that miracle of and queen of gems. But the miracle is Olivia herself, and for that I have all my heart. That nature pranks, means nature has played a prank upon Orsino, and he has been attracted, his soul has been attracted to Olivia, Voila. But if she cannot love you, sir, so Voila says, okay, that's fine, but she cannot love you, sir. Olivia has said plain no. Duke, I cannot be so answered. The Duke says, okay, you are my servant. I don't want you to answer me like this type of blunt answer. Voila, soothe, but you must. She says, true. But this type of answer you must be ready to accept. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for you love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her, you tell her so. Must she not then be answered? Now Olivia gives her an example to the Duke, and she says, just as you love Olivia so much, there is another lady who loves you more than you have love for Olivia. So in that situation, who will you marry? Shall that woman not be answered in the negative. When you say that don't answer in the negative, then by those terms that woman should also not be answered in the negative terms, because she loves her more than Olivia loves Duke Orsino. Duke, there is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth my heart gives. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. Now the Duke here says, okay, no woman's heart or body can bear, can keep that strong passion which I have in my heart, which I have for my love, and no woman's heart can be big to keep the feelings of love which are in the heart of the Duke. They lack retention, means the hearts of women cannot keep that much huge or big love. Alas means it's very sad. Their love may be called appetite. So the other people who love, their love may be called appetite, means ordinary hunger. No motion of the liver. Liver is used in Shakespearean literature for heart also. So no movement of the heart, but the palate. Palate means taste. So these people, they don't eat too much. They eat very little, and they don't eat it very heartily, means the other people love, but they don't love that much heartily. That suffer surfeit. Surfeit means excess. Cloyment is, they get bored after excess of it and revolt, and then they go against that love, they reject that love. But mine is all as hungry as the sea. But my hunger is, as big as the sea. I can digest anything and can digest as much. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia. So he says, don't make comparisons. I think that no woman can love me as much as I love Olivia. Voila. But I now, Duke, what dost thou know? The Duke is asking what she knows. Voila. Too well what love women to men may owe. She says, okay, I know it, but I also know that women may love men equally. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter, loved a man, as it might be, perhaps, were I a woman, I should your lordship. So she says, there is a woman who loves the Duke equally. Duke. And what is her history? Means what about her parentage? Voila. A blank Millard. She never told her love. She did not tell the person whom she loves, but let concealment like a worm in the bud. So she conceals her love, just as a worm is concealed in the bud. Feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought, and with green and yellow melancholy. Melancholy means sadness. She is suffering in her thoughts. She sat like a patience on a monument, smiling at grief. So she is smiling at her sorrow because she is unable to express her love before the person whom she loves. Was not this love indeed? We men may say more, swear more. So this is a love, but because men can openly declare their love, but ladies probably cannot. But indeed, our shows are more than will. So he says, we men show our love more than the love actually we have, for still we prove much in our promises, our vows, but little in our love. So he says, men simply make great promises, but women have greater strength of love. Duke. But died thy sister of her love, my boy? Voila. I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not, sir, shall I to this lady? So Voila makes this roundabout answer because she does not uh, want to tell the Duke right now that she herself is the girl who loves the Duke, and she is in disguise before the Duke. So the Duke, that is the theme, that is the story. To her in haste. So the Duke says, okay, if there is a woman who loves me so much, then okay, run to her in haste, means fast. Give her this jewel, maybe something diamond. Say my love can give no place, bide no deny. And you should convey this lady my love, but she should be told that I don't want any denial, and I want complete love. So that's it, friends. In the next lecture, we shall take up scene 5 of Act 2. Goodbye till then. Thank you.